When did a virgin wear white to protest your impure marriage? My fiancé and I have been together for 3 years and engaged for 6 months. We moved in together after dating for a year, which caused major drama with his family. His sister Sarah is 26 and still lives at home with their parents. She's never had a boyfriend and is very proud of her choice to save herself for marriage. I respect her choices, but she doesn't respect mine. Sarah and I used to get along fine until she found out I was living with her brother. She started making passive-aggressive comments about modern women and their loose morals. She would leave religious pamphlets about purity on my car windshield when we visited. I always ignored it because my fiancé asked me to keep the peace. Well, recently, she texted me asking what I planned to wear for my wedding. I sent her photos of 3 white dresses I was choosing between. She immediately called me instead of texting back. She said I couldn't wear white because everyone knows white is for virgins only. I laughed thinking she was joking, but she was dead serious. She said, "Don't you think people will be confused when they see 2 women in white? They'll wonder which one is the pure bride. I just don't want you to embarrass yourself." I told her most brides wear white regardless of their virginity status these days. She responded that traditions exist for a reason, and I was disrespecting the sanctity of marriage. 2 days later, she texted me again. "I'm still upset you're not listening to me about the dress situation. My youth group leader agrees it would be inappropriate for you to wear white. You've been living in sin with my brother for 2 years. Please reconsider. Maybe a nice cream or ivory would work better for your situation." I was shocked by her audacity. Is she really trying to shame me for living with her brother? I texted back that I would be wearing white because it's my wedding and that's what I want. I tried to be polite but firm about my decision. She escalated immediately. "You're making a mockery of everything marriage stands for. How can you walk down the aisle in white knowing you've already given yourself to my brother? It's false advertising. What will our grandparents think? What will God think?" I told her that my relationship with her brother was none of her business. I said what happens between 2 consenting adults who love each other is private. She sent back a long message about how she's been pure for 26 years and deserves to be recognized for her sacrifice. She actually used the word sacrifice. She then threatened that if I wore white, she would make sure everyone knew why I shouldn't be wearing it. She said, "I'll have no choice but to explain during my speech that white symbolizes purity, and not everyone at this wedding has maintained that standard." I couldn't believe she was threatening to slut-shame me at my own wedding. I showed the messages to my fiancé and he was furious. He called Sarah and told her to back off, but she started crying about how we were ganging up on her. She told their parents I was bullying her for her religious beliefs. Now his mom is texting me asking why I can't just compromise and wear ivory to keep the peace. I stood my ground and said I would be wearing white. Sarah stopped responding to my messages after that. I thought maybe she had accepted it or at least given up. My fiancé assured me he would handle her if she tried anything at the wedding. We even warned the DJ not to give her the microphone. The day of my wedding arrived and I was in my beautiful white dress. As guests arrived for the ceremony, I heard gasps and whispers. My maid of honor came to tell me that Sarah had shown up in a massive white ball gown. It was bigger than my dress with a longer train and a tiara. She was telling everyone she wanted to represent purity at the wedding. During the reception, she somehow got the microphone during toasts. She started rambling about the importance of waiting for marriage and how proud she was to be a virgin. She said wearing white was a privilege not everyone deserved. She actually looked at me when she said it. My uncle yanked the microphone away and the DJ quickly started playing music. She spent the rest of the reception telling anyone who would listen about her purity ring and her commitment to godly values. Multiple guests asked me later if she was okay mentally. My new husband's cousins were taking bets on when she would finally snap and go wild. The photos were ruined because she positioned herself in every shot trying to show off her dress. We ended up having to crop her out of most of them. To this day, she insists she did nothing wrong and was just standing up for traditional values.